112 matchups. Jesse Sundell, undefeated in his high school career, going for his third title against Justin McClintock from Eagle Grove. C.J. Edelson, a freshman from Hudson, going against Joe Hans from Louisa Muscatine, and Nick Voss going against Gabe Rosterman from Council Bluffs, Lewis Central.
Well, Tim, as Dan McCool mentioned in the open, Jesse Sundell was he's got a hobby, more than just a hobby. His father is a 5-time state Bronco champion, and he's a bull rider. And he broke his leg at a multiple compound fracture. He's got a steel plate and several screws in there. I would assume it's probably his right leg. That's where he has the knee padded, but it happened Labor Day weekend, and he's out there trying to a lot of people probably didn't think he'd be here right now.
Yeah, Bull kicked him in the shin and broke his leg, and here he is going for his third state title, only a junior. Big matchup, of course, for him against Justin McClintock, 35-0 from Eagle Grove, both undefeated.
Two good wrestlers here. Justin McClintock, real active. He likes to really mix it up. He's going to take a lot of shots in this match, and he's dropped in on a double leg shot. Now Sundell trying to neck wrench him over. He's got him in trouble here. McClintock's in a little bit of trouble. There's going to be 2 points. Takedown awarded. So I think you'll see a lot of action in this, and what Sundell likes to do in the top position, he really likes to go for the cradle. There you see a crossface. They wrestled 2 years ago. Sundell dominated those matches, but it's altogether different here.
There's Dave Morgan. He had to overcome big disappointment right there. He's already thinking about it. He just had a very disappointing loss at the first match at 103, but he's got to come right back here and get Justin McClintock going against a 2-time defending state champion. So at 2A, C.J. Edelson is wrestling Joe Hans. Edelson from Hudson in the red band, and Joe Hans from L&M, Louisa Muscatine, in the green band. In 3A, Nick Voss from Pleasant Valley wrestling against Gabe Rosterman from Council Bluffs, Lewis Central.
Well, in this match at 1A, basically McClintock had his shot. He had Sundell picked up off the mat, and Sundell did a good job. Here's the replay on the takedown series there. Nice double leg shot by McClintock. Steps up, drives through, and I don't know where this came from, but Sundell neck wrenches him over.
Wow.
Catches him on his back, almost gets the back points.
Well, McClintock even hit. Sundell had good hips there, but McClintock drove through those.
Yeah.
And then he had something else going for him. That's the mark of a champion.
Certainly did. Now McClintock chose the neutral position, and Sundell seems to be winning all the scramble situations. It looked like McClintock had the advantage from Eagle Grove in the purple singlet, and Sundell basically did a good job of flirting there, got it back on top in good position. So, Tim, this is a strategy here, too. You see that McClintock chose the neutral position here, so he's really got to try to get busy, try to win this thing on his feet.
In 2A, C.J. Edelson is ahead of Joe Hans 6-2 with 1.5 minutes left in the second period.
I saw contact.
And in 3A, the score's still 0-0 with 1.5 minutes left in the second period.
Give it your coach, buddy.
Well, we've got a little timeout here. Heard the official, he mentioned that there was a contact out. Contact lens. And he gets started here. 1:21 left in the period. Like I said before, he's got to try to get busy here. I'm talking about Justin McClintock from Eagle Grove. He chose neutral. He's down 2-0, so you got to almost assume that that Sundell probably will get out. So he's strategy-wise, he may be thinking like he's down by 3, so he's got to really get busy on the feet.
Well, we've had a lot of action, but only 2 points scored. Less than 1 minute left in the second period, and the score 2-0 in favor of Sundell.
And here's another scramble situation, and Sundell just seemed to be patient in there. Felt the position about right. He kind of did a slide-by move off of that front headlock of McClintock's and scored. So he's up 4-0. And here's where he's really tough, Jesse Sundell, and we've seen him down before a couple times. In the semifinal match, he was down 4-0 and scored 6 straight points.
Boy, came back strong. He's a strong finisher.
Yes, he is. Now he's in the side roll position. Actually, he's in the top.
Got a Granby roll finish.
Got a Granby roll finish, exactly, Tim, and he's Doing a good job of controlling the action now. 15 seconds left. I don't think you'll see him do anything too dangerous. Riding the wrist, staying behind his opponent's elbows.
Coming to the end of the second period.
Relax, man.
I didn't get to mention the names of the rest of the returning 1A champions. They are Joe Durick from Underwood and Curtis Williamson, Eagle Grove, and Jeremiah Potabom from Lawton Bronson.
Jesse Sundell will choose the down position here. He's leading 4-0. Basically, what McClintock is he likes to bar arm, occasionally use the legs. He likes to use the power half, which he's doing right now. He's got the leg in. Power half on Sundell's left arm.
Wow.
He's a little bit high.
Yeah.
Or a little bit, actually his hips are a little bit too low. They're on the mat. He should get his right hip up off the mat, which he's trying to do. You see his right arm. He's got his elbow straight. That's allowing him to get his hips back up on top. So now he goes that power half. I think he's losing position here. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Let's see if he's got to scoot those hips back up. And what Sundell's doing is a great job of putting McClintock's hips on the mat. So you really can't get any leverage to drive that arm, Sundell's left arm over. So hips are off to the side. He needs to get those hips back up on top, Tim.
Well, McClintock's been close all night, but Sundell's know just how to keep him from being most effective with what he's doing.
I'm impressed with McClintock in the top position here. Now he gets those hips up on top. Let's see if he can drive that power half.
There's only 45 seconds left. The score is 4-0. McClintock behind Sundell.
Well, Jesse Sundell, this is the point in time when you look up at that clock and you don't want to be fairly aggressive here.
You all going to start?
Looking at Coach Dave Morgan.
Go, gentlemen.
Dave was a three-time state champion for Eagle Grove, and well, that's a tough situation when you have a controversial match the match before.
That's what I was thinking. You know, when you look at him, he's anguishing, but he's got to get his composure and come back, which he's into it.
Yeah, he is, and his man's doing a good job here. He's going up against a two-time state champion, and he's coming up to that front headlock series.
Nothing's happening, man.
Referee's going to call stalemate there.
With 40 seconds left in 3A, 35 seconds left, the score's 2-0 in favor of Nick Boss from Pleasant Valley, trying to keep his record clean, 44-0, going into this against Gabe Rostermont from Council Bluffs Lewis Central. He's ahead 2-0 and riding.
Now that front headlock type series there, and Sundell's doing a good job. He's freed the leg out. Now he's going to be able to counter, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, he gets the reversal right there.
That's two.
I talked to Brian Reimers here as the coach at Ogden here earlier today, and he was describing that feeling he got when he got that call on Labor Day when Jesse Sundell broke his leg. And
what was that feeling?
Jesse's mother called up and says, "Brian, are you sitting down?" You know, and it just, you know, they had the care to call his coach, and he's an excited guy right now. He's going to have a three-time state champion, and actually he's got a chance to be the first coach to coach two four-time state champions.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, Sundell wins it, wins his third undefeated year for Ogden against undefeated until right now Justin McClintock, only his first loss in 36 matches. And in 2A, CJ Edelson is going to win. He's ahead 14-7 with 2 seconds left. CJ Edelson, one of his coaches is his dad, Tim Edelson, along with head coach Toby Bedard from Hudson. They're going to have a champion, a freshman. He and Mac Ryder and Nick Buter all wrestle in the same club. They've come up through the ranks, and they're freshmen at 3 different schools around the Waterloo Cedar Falls area. And Ryder and now CJ Edelson wins a title. And then in AAA, the winner
Nick Boss.
is Nick Boss from Pleasant Valley. He completes an undefeated campaign, 45-0. There's CJ, there's Tim Edelson right there hugging his son and probably looking up to Mom and the Hudson group getting all excited because it is very exciting.
It really is, Tim. I mean, you don't see...
Let's go to the awards.
Don Mashik of Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Sixth place, Adam Bender, Lennox. Fifth place, Kiefer Jensen, Missouri Valley. Fourth place, Corey Kalina, Belle Plaine. Third place, Dan Davila, Underwood. Runner-up, Luke Ryland, Eagle Grove. And the 1A 103-pound champion from Gilbertville, Don Bosco, Mac Ryder.
Mac Ryder, the freshman, Don Bosco, Gilbertville. Won right at the end, won in overtime.
Did a super job, poised job, and looked like he's a little bit opposition, but he did a great job of getting that takedown there. I'd almost given up on that position for him, and 3 seconds left, he gets the call, and now he's a state champion.
And it just proves you'd never give up.
Presenting the Class 2A 103-pound awards, Coach Brent Jennings of Osage. Sixth place, Chad Beckham, Waukon. Fifth place, Josh Blitz, Perry. Fourth place, Eli Kilburg, Grinnell. Third place, Jacob Naig, Emmitsburg. Runner-up, Justin Swafford, Mediapolis. And the Class 2A 103-pound champion from Osage, Dusty Pollard.
There's two freshmen, you're looking at them, and they went at it, and the freshman from Osage beat the freshman from Mediapolis. Dusty Pollard wins it and finishes 36-5. Not bad for a freshman campaign.
Well, he gets a chance to follow in Mark Schwab's footsteps there.
Osage's four-time state champion.
Presenting the Class 3A 103-pound awards, assistant coach Phil James of Oskaloosa. Sixth place, Ryan Osgood, Mason City. Fifth place, Riley Ball, Burlington. Fourth place, Eric Tyndall, Pleasant Valley. Third place, Dan Glissman, Knoxville. Runner-up, Nick Buter, Cedar Falls. And the Class 3A 103-pound champion from Oskaloosa, Dominic Moyer.
Second championship for Dominic Moyer right there from Oskaloosa. He's only a sophomore.
Kept his composure all season, had a few blemishes on that record, but won when it counted.
Let's go to Dean Borg.
Boy, Tim, talk about freshman power. C.J. Edelson of Hudson this year as a freshman broke the school pinning record. He served notice tonight that he's not going to be overlooked. In the first 10 seconds, he scored a takedown over Joe Haas, the defending champion from Louisa Muscatine, and he went on then to decision Joe Haas 14-7. So C.J. Edelson, a Hudson, a freshman, is your champion in AA at 112 pounds. Joe?
All right, in Class 3 at 112 pounds, it was Nick Voss of Pleasant Valley. He placed fourth last year and just completed an undefeated season by beating Gabe Rostermont, a freshman from Lewis Central Council Bluffs, 4-1. All the scoring took place in the third period.
Thanks, guys. We're at 119 pin. Let's go back to Joe.
Okay, I got a guest with me here. We got Jesse Sundell. He just won his third state championship. Jesse, congratulations. Score was 6-0. You just served a shutout. What do you think about tonight?
Well, I came in knowing Justin was a good wrestler. I knew I'd wrestle a solid match if I wanted to beat him. So I just went out there and not let him so I didn't wrestle his match. I wanted to wrestle my match. And it worked out that way, and it came out with a win.
Well, congratulations on your third title, and good luck next year getting your fourth title.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe, from a man that knows how to experience 4 state titles. And now, Jim, we're getting ready for 119 pounds, and our match is Brett Shields from Mount Ayr versus Chris Thayer from Odebolt Arthur. And we've got Chris Thayer in the green band right there in the left in the blue from Odebolt Arthur. He's 45-1, going against Brett Shields from Mount Ayr. He's got the red band. He's 39-2.
You're going to
36-2.
And you're going to see Brett Shields here in the red singlet or red ankle band there in black uniform. Here likes to mix it up, goes with the 3 shots, likes to go upper body if he can.
And before anything happens to end the match over here at 3A, you're seeing a man in trouble, and the man in trouble is Anthony Watson from Iowa City High. Undefeated wrestler on his back, or was, but Chad Davis from Council Bluffs Lewis Central put him on his back, but it looks like he's hurt. Score is 6-0.
Yeah, they awarded 1 extra point because of the, I believe they stopped the match because of potentially dangerous or an injury type situation, so they awarded 4 points after the takedown, so that's why you have the 6-0 score. So Chad Davis came right out there with a big-time throw, but we're here with Brett Shields from Mount Air and Chris Thayer from Odebolt Arthur.
In 2A, in the 2A match, we have Brad Stockton from Williamsburg, undefeated, 34-0, going against Trent Goodale, undefeated, 40-0 from Osage. So you're looking at Goodale out to a 2-0 lead in your 2A match there, and between two undefeated wrestlers.
Both wrestlers having a hard time getting through the head-hands defense, but there's a circle around attempt by Chris Thayer from Odebolt Arthur, and he went off of Brett Shields' shot. He kind of sensed him coming and did a nice job of spinning around and getting the takedown here. Now it's pretty important. 15 seconds left in the first period to try to ride him out.
It's 2-0 lead for Chris Thayer from Odebolt Arthur. 45-1, going up against Brett Shields, 36-2 from Mount Air.
Thayer doesn't have much state tournament wrestling experience, and Brett Shields in the down position here was a place winner last year, placing 6th as a sophomore.
Second period.
That's pretty.
Choice is red.
2-0 lead.
He'll defer. Green is
They're
down.
still attending to Anthony Watson, who was injured in that
Second period.
skirmish
2-0.
there that took Chad Davis out to a 6-0 lead in the 3A match, and it's still 2-0 with 1:15 left in the second period in favor of Trent Goodale from Osage over Brad Stockton from Williamsburg in the 2A. And our match is 2-0, as you see on the scoreboard there. We're in the third match of the evening. In 1A, we'll have one more at 125, and then we'll go to 2A for 4 matches.
Well, Brett Shields on the top position here, trailing 2-0. He's got a pretty fair in the top position. He likes to work the wrist rides and head lever series. He doesn't. He's a 4-time qualifier here at this tournament, so he's got a lot of experience.
Tying a shoe, just relax.
Little knee pad problem there. Chris Thayer adjusting his knee pad. You see him there, 45-1 on the year. Just a junior. Nice switch attempt. Nice job, Tim, of getting his hips out. Look at his hips come out.
Nice
Great
movement.
separation. Nice job there. What I liked about that, Tim, is when he got the switch and then it was just Shields stopped him here. He blew out with his hips, tried to get a lot of hip separation and went the other direction. Got the escape. Now a duck under attempt here. Coaches told us that Shields had this type of technique. A nice boot scoop duck under. And Del Hughes is going to say that's off the mat.
No points. That's close. 3-0 lead for Thayer.
Yep. Referee Tim Byer, the mat judge, agreed with Del Hughes on that call. Just kind of ran out of real estate.
Del Hughes inducted into the Coaches Hall of Fame, the State High School Coaches Hall of Fame. He's the head referee right there in your viewing screen.
Shields has a duck under series, likes to go single leg.
There's Eric Elan, the head coach of Brett Shields from Mount Air.
Half shot by Thayer. Fought up pretty well by Shields. Now he's going. I think he's in position to hit his technique here, right off the elbow tie. He's got him. He's waiting for Thayer to push into him a little bit. Now, there it is, right there, the duck under attempt. You saw it coming off that elbow tie. He felt Thayer push into him a little bit, and he gets the 2 points. It's the same technique. He almost hit at the edge of the mat.
Boy, that was a nice move by Shields, and it gives him 2 points to narrow the gap, and with only 5 seconds left, that's how you like to do it.
Unanswered points right there with 2 seconds, 1 second. Now, that makes it a 3-2 match. Changes the whole tempo of the bout.
It certainly does. Going.
Here it is right here, coming off of the shot by Thayer.
Pressure.
The duck under by Shields. You saw that pressure, Tim, come into him, and he lowered his level, hit that little boot scoot technique. You saw Lincoln McRae be made famous over at the University of Iowa.
Very nicely done, and now Shields gets a chance to tie it up, and he does. It's 3-3 in the last period. Minute 53. He didn't take long. 7 seconds.
Hey, 3-3.
There's Al Schmidt, head coach from Odebolt Arthur. 3-3. Very exciting match at 119-pound championships.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Shields go back to the well here. see that elbow tie that he's working with his left arm. He's got control of the elbow. Usually dictates what he wants to do.
The two undefeateds from 2A are going at it with less than a minute left, and Goodale from Osage is leading Stockton from Williamsburg 4-1.
Working off the elbow tie again, Shields. See Thayer, they're ear to ear here. You can't get much done here in that position, so Thayer breaks out of it, works into that underhook. That underhook has been giving Shields a little bit of problem here. He can't shoot through that underhook.
Stalemate.
We call stalemate there.
Well, 20 seconds left in 2A. Still 4-1. Favor of Goodale from Osage over Stockton from Williamsburg. And it looks like he's in control, as you can see, and the time's ticking away. And Goodale from Osage is on his way to giving Osage their second state championship of the evening.
You see Chad Davis over there in 3A is up to an 8-0 lead here. They're going into actually the third period. Now a double or duck under attempt here by Shields.
Whoa. Oh, he's got him covered.
And Thayer's got him covered. Fairly TV neck wrenched him over. That's points, back points. He might get the fall here.
Oh, whoa, nice roll through there.
He rolled through, but that's pretty big in the match. So Thayer's got a 3-point lead, so Shields has to get busy. Well, it was a nice duck under attempt, but even a better job by Thayer on the neck wrench, and he got the big 5-point move to go up 8-5 now. Tough position for Shields to be in the top position, down by 3 points. He needs to probably try to turn him here.
With only 10 seconds left, it doesn't look good. Thayer had been looking for that neck wrench all night, and he rode it to a championship, 8-5.
Well, there wasn't much separating those two opponents right there. Just one big move, one big flurry, Tim.
Odebolt Arthur gets a state champion. Chris Thayer over Mount Airs' Brett Shields. And 2A, we already told you, Trent Goodale Jr., undefeated from Osage, beats Brad Stockton from Williamsburg. And now we're in 3A, still going with 1:13 left in the match. The score is 9-3 in favor of Chad Davis from Council Bluffs Lewis Central. Will join it in progress. And that's Anthony Watson from Iowa City High in the red uniform, red ankle band. That's Chad Davis in the blue uniform and green ankle bands.
Well, I think this is a little bit of an upset, Tim.
Well, I'll tell you, Chad Davis really had quite a match to get here.
Yeah.
He went behind with 30 seconds left last night, but came back and in the last 30 seconds pinned his opponent to get to the finals. There's Anthony Watson again.
He's coming back.
Boy,
he's doing
10-7.
Needs to do. And you can see that Chad Davis is just kind of hanging his head a little bit here. He's got to stay in here and fight. And tell you what, Anthony Watson has done a good job of getting his faculties back together in this match. And you know, it was 8-0 at one time,
right.
And now it's 11-7.
11-7. Watson, whoa. There's some insurance policy right there. I think Chad Davis just sealed the deal. Unless he ends up on his back, Chad Davis goes out to a 13-7 lead. Davis from Council Bluffs Lewis Central, who's already clinched the title for Coach Keith Massey. Anthony Watson's going to be handed his first loss of the year in the state finals. Iowa City High.
Looks like Davis will be warned for stalling in the top position. He'll probably take that. Looks over at his coach, Keith Massey, and they're telling him to go ahead and ride him. Why not? He drops in on the ankle ride, but Watson does a good job of exploding, and you see his explosive power there. You can kind of tell what happened in this match, that Chad Davis just caught him in a headlock when he was coming in, and
it's a big one.
That's the difference in the match.
15-8. Chad Davis, Council Bluffs Lewis Central, the winner. That's their first state champion.
Lewis Central, what a team. Everybody back this year. Yeah, you know, everybody back next year, and 9 district champions and 4 finalists, and there's a happy dude.
Brad Smith, head coach Iowa City High, congratulating Chad Davis, who just beat his wrestler. Let's go to the awards.
East end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 112-pound awards, Coach Brian Reimers of Ogden. 6th place, Aaron Helmrich, North Lynn, Troy Mills. 5th place, Luke Four, Wapello. 4th place, Dustin Hinchberger, Belle Plaine. 3rd place, Mario Galanakis, Greenfield, Nottoway Valley. Runner-up, Justin McClintock, Eagle Grove. And the Class 1A 112-pound champion from Ogden, Jesse Sundell.
Jesse Sundell, you know, when you talk about that bull riding incident and his broken leg, that's a great comeback.
Yeah, it's a great comeback and a great story, and
we'll see him next year, hopefully.
Nice young man.
Presenting the Class 2A 112-pound awards, assistant coach and father, Tim Edelson of Hudson. Sixth place, Grant Vanderheiden, West Central Stewart. Fifth place, Judd Wagner, Beckman Dyersville. Fourth place, Willie Harris, Creston. Third place, Brian Dennis, Iowa Falls. Runner-up, Joe Hans, Louisa Muscatine. And the Class 2A 112-pound champion from Hudson, C.J. Edelson.
And you saw him receive a medal from his dad. I don't know of anything more exciting for a father than to hand the gold medal to your son as the champion. He's a freshman from Hudson, C.J. Edelson.
Presenting the Class 3A 112-pound awards, Coach Royce Duncan of Pleasant Valley. Sixth place, Travis Snover, Des Moines Lincoln. Fifth place, Sullivan Bacom, Des Moines North. Fourth place, Topher Ewing, Ankeny. Third place, Brian Hesinius, Lamar's. Runner-up, Gabe Rosterman, Lewis Central. And the Class 3A 112-pound champion from Pleasant Valley, Nick Voss.
Let's go to Dean Borg.